Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a very nice and clean 2005 Fleetwood Bounder. Of course, this is one of the best-selling motorhomes of all time, and it is one of their best-selling models, the 33R. This is a 33-foot-long Class A. It's got two big power slide-outs. It's got a bedroom slide that's as big as the main slide-out. Only 50,000 miles. It's on the optional Workhorse Chassis with the 340 horsepower Workhorse Vortec V-8, 455 pound-feet of torque, if I'm not mistaken, which is the biggest gas motor that you can get in 2005. It's only got 50,000 miles. It's got a 5500 Onan generator that runs great. This unit comes with a 90-day nationwide limited warranty and a major systems check by our certified RV techs to be completed after purchase, all for a price that's thousands of dollars under NADA base retail with no added options. And folks, get online and look at 2005 Fleetwood Bounder 33Rs. See how many of them you find with a warranty. I saw these things up to $60,000 with the same mileage and without a warranty. This is a great buy. It's way under book. It's a clean unit. This is a unit anybody would enjoy using. It's got the hydraulic leveling jacks. Now, folks, it is a 12-year-old motorhome, so like I always say, they're not brand new. They're 12 years old. It was $108,000 new, and here it is with $68,000 less. So that $68,000 comes with this price that everybody has to pay when you buy used over new. And that is, everything on this coach has got 12 years worth of age or use. It does have a little bit of clear coat right here. Not too bad, and certainly nothing that's going to affect the functionality of it. But I just want you to be aware of it because I don't want surprises any more than you do. And majority of our sales this is a deal that probably somebody's going to buy sight unseen. So, you know, anytime I see something like that, I'd rather let you be aware of it. Of course, you know, that price, it is used, $68,000 less than it was new, so that's just part of saving that kind of money, folks. Now, we will go through this thing, make sure everything functions like it's supposed to. And you can see from the outside, besides that little spot on the front, this thing is in well above average condition. The striping looks great. There's a great shine to it. No delamination. Of course, Fleetwood, one of the pioneering brands in the RV industry. This is the company that practically invented the motorhome, and more Fleetwood Class A's have been sold than any other RV manufacturer in the history of the RV industry. And of course, the Bounder is the best-selling motorhome of all time as well. This is a series that's been around since the 70s. You can see the corners aren't beat up in the back, got a 5,000 pound towing capacity, limited by the hitch. Now, folks, that big 340 horse V8 can tow more than 5,000 pounds, but for insurance regulations and reasons, the manufacturers always just stick a Class 3 5,000 pound hitch. Now, you can tow more than 5,000 pounds, you just need to change the hitch out and put a heavier grade hitch on it. And you can tow, you know, I'm going to guess 7,500, 8,000 pounds without getting in there and getting into the weight capacities. But, you know, this will tow, even with the hitch that's on it, it'll tow a car, it'll tow a truck, a SUV. Pretty much any tow vehicle you want to put behind it right now, you're fine with that 5,000 pound hitch. As you can see, the exterior looks great. Got the metal shield on the patio awning. We're going to make sure that awning's in great shape. Tires look good. Fleetwood's exclusive power platform, which is all heated enclosed underbelly. So all your tanks, all your plumbing is underneath it, and it's all heated. And they actually have a patent on that, folks. Plus, it's a lot more rigid construction frame, so you get a lot less sway in a Fleetwood because of that rigid frame when you're driving it, especially around trucks and semis and crosswinds up in the mountains and things like that. 8100 Vortec V-8, like I said, class leading 340 horsepower, only 50,000 miles. Onan 5500 generator. Roof looks great. Windshield looks great. It's a nice motorhome for the money, folks. And of course, the selling point of the Workhorse chassis is that 5-speed Allison transmission. that's included with it. Let's take a look inside. Power steps. You step inside. Carpets look great. The upholstery looks great. This is, like I said, one of their higher end models that Fleetwood makes is the Bounder, and it's their best selling model of all time. It was $108,000 new. So you're going to get some nice features. You're going to get all leather furniture, leather flex steel captain's chairs, matching leather recliners, and leather sleeping sofa. Up here in the front, the dash area is ice cold. Got the Atwood leveling system. You've got the heated power mirrors. Just turned 50,000 miles. The backup camera works great. You've got HD TV upgrades. Got a manual point satellite dish. You've got trays for your passenger. Both these seats swivel around for party seating. You've got another table. If you move this chair all the way back and move your front chair up, you've got a little fold-out table for your recliner and your passenger seat. You can see the carpet looks beautiful. Solid wood cabinetry. Nice tall ceilings, plenty of fluorescent lighting. Got the carpeted headliner. So if you ever have any water stains in this, you're going to see it in that headliner pretty quick, and there are no stains on it. Solid surface countertops. The upgrade 12 cubic foot side-by-side refrigerator freezer with ice maker. Stovetop oven and a microwave. And like most people, I mean, very little use on the stovetop. Microwave, oven, lots of drawers and cabinets. Fantastic vent fan instead of the El Cheapo fan. Table booth makes a bed, and so does the sofa, so this is a 6 sleeper. Of course, you can see the NADA, and this is not including, this unit's got some options, and you want to be very careful when you add options to any NADA, especially if you're trying to sell one. And I'll tell you why. So many people think you're supposed to add water heaters, refrigerators, you're supposed to add air conditioners and jacks and awnings and all that stuff and much, much more to an NADA. Folks, they're wrong. NADA you're not supposed to add for standard equipment. All that stuff's standard. In other words, in 2005, if you'd bought this thing for $108,000, you could have given $500,000 for it, folks, and you couldn't buy this unit without the air conditioners or without the water heater, the furnace, the refrigerator, the stovetop, the microwave. All that stuff, folks, is standard equipment and then some. And if you ever want to wonder what's standard and what's not when you want to value an RV, do what I do, folks. Print out a factory sales brochure. Just about all manufacturers have sales brochures. Here is a copy of the original brochure from 2005, the Fleetwood Bounder, and it shows all the standard equipment and all the optional equipment. So when I say upgrade or optional, what I mean is that stuff's not standard. It was paid extra for it when it was new. So what I do, just to keep things fair to everybody, when I do an NADA, I do not show options because those can be very misleading. So what I do, and you can add the options if you want to download this brochure and go through it and add everything that this unit has that's not standard equipment, you're more than welcome to, and you'll get a more accurate idea of what kind of prices we have. But to answer your question, folks, just adjusting for the mileage, which is all I do, $108,000 new, plus any options that weren't standard, and the fees that we don't charge. You can see average retail without any options, even though this is worth quite a bit more than that, is $41,067. Now, that's not including the warranty that we give you. That right there is worth money. That's not including the inspection that we do by certified RV techs. That's worth value as well. Because when you buy from for sale by owner, you just take the good with the bad. This way, you're not inheriting somebody else's problems. Because we're going to go through this thing after purchase and make sure everything on our systems check works. Anything we find that doesn't work, we fix it, no matter what it costs, until we're satisfied that it's going to pass that inspection. And folks, here's how it works. Of course, we sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year. We sell 1 to 4 units per day when we're open for business. So keep in mind, folks, what we do, we don't check these units out until they are sold. Because if I have 170 units out here, folks, if I checked every unit before I put them out for sale, I'd have to close the gate for 2 or 3 months and hire about 20 RV techs to go through these things and check every single one of them when we sell them. And guess what, folks? They sit out here for a couple weeks before somebody buys them. People go in and out these things. They turn stuff on. They flip stuff on. They tear up stuff looking at them. We just have to check them again anyway, so it really wouldn't serve a purpose to check them out beforehand. Plus, having to hire all that extra help means I have more overhead. That means my prices go up. So if I pre-check these things, folks, it's not going to benefit anybody. It's going to cost you more, and we're still going to have to check them when we sell them. So we don't go through a checkout until they're paid for. And what we do is when you pay for the unit, it goes into queue or in line in the back. Now, I don't know what the current lead time is when you see this video, because I know today is May 15th, 2017. I don't know when you're watching this video, so it's hard for me to say when, what the current lead time is. So what you want to do before you buy anything, whether it be eBay or the other 20 plus different websites I use, make sure you call ahead and get the current lead time for a used Class A gas burner. That way there's no surprises, folks. That's why I showed you that spot on the front with the clear coat. You know, I'm very straightforward in my videos, more than anybody else you're going to find on the internet that does videos. And I think majority of you appreciate that. There's always going to be 1 or 2 trolls or 1 or 2 people that don't understand why we do what we do. But when you sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year, folks, like we do, you know, when you have 4 salespeople and that's all you have, folks, you have to understand we don't have time for problems. We don't have time for drama and issues and surprises. And I'm sure you don't either. So we put everything up front. We tell you exactly what we check out in the RV before you buy it. We tell you how the process works. And we have no haggle prices. So in other words, if you want this unit with the checkout, with the inspection, with the warranty, and the complete walkthrough, of course, when you pick it up, my RV techs will give you a complete demonstration and show you how to operate everything. The price is $39.9, folks. It's haggle free, and a lot of dealers are going to that now, folks. And here's why. The Google is the RV shopper's best friend. You can type in 2005 Fleetwood Bounder 33R and pretty much see every single one for sale in the country with a click of a few keystrokes. And most of them are going to have prices. So we put our best price forward, and we tell you what we do for the price that we charge, which we go through that major systems check. And just to give you an idea, it includes but not limited to, we check the jacks, we check the slide outs, we check the running and driving ability. We make sure your backup camera works great. We make sure all your drawers, cabinets, all your plumbing works great. We check your roof air conditioners, make sure they work great. We check your refrigerator on gas and electric. We check your awnings. We check the jacks, like I said earlier, the jacks. We check the sofa and the table, make sure they fold the bed like they're supposed to. Check the microwave. We check all the plumbing, make sure there's no leaks, make sure all the faucets and spigots work. We check the LP systems, make sure the furnace, the water heater, and there's no leaks in your LP system. Check all your lights. Pretty much everything that has to do with the functionality. And like I said earlier, folks, cosmetics are not covered by our checkout. And of course we check generator too, by the way. And so if it's got a worn spot or a ding or dent or a little clear coat fading like this one has, that's part of buying a 12-year-old motorhome, and that's the price you pay for saving that $68,000 off what this costing you. So that being said, folks, like I said, we don't pull no punches. We say it how it is. Most of our buyers appreciate that, and you know that's why we've been in business 49 years, folks. You know, you've been in business as long as we have, and you sold as many RVs as we have, folks. You don't have to beg anybody to buy anything. I mean, it's a seller's market right now, folks. Road ready used RVs are pretty much at a premium. They're almost impossible to find for a buyer or even a dealer to find a nice low mileage motorhome, especially at the prices that we charge for them. I guarantee you, folks, you get online, you look at these other ones, folks, you're going to see some rough ones with more miles for more money than what we're asking for this one, and those don't include a warranty. And let me tell you something else, folks. All of our prices, not only are they haggle free, but they're out the door. There's no surprises. You're not going to get here like other dealers do. You're not going to get to the dealership, and when you get ready to sign on the dotted line, they're going to start adding $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 in fees, like dock fees, prep fees, freight fees, processing fees, warranty fees, because most dealerships sell an 05 as is. They don't include a warranty. You have to pay extra for that. You know, they're going to add all that stuff to it. Suddenly that asking price that you thought you were going to pay for it suddenly becomes several $1,000s higher, and you either got to take it or leave it. Well, folks, we've been doing this for 49 years. We learned a long time ago, keep your prices lower than anybody else. Keep your sales process simple. No surprises, no games, no gimmicks. We don't have commission salespeople. Everybody here is on salary. They get paid the same whether you buy an RV from us or not. So as far as their paycheck's concerned, they don't care if you buy it or not. This way, there's no pressure. There's no games or gimmicks like most people hate about buying a used vehicle from any kind of dealership. They hate the games and the gimmicks, but not here, folks. Everything's straightforward. What you hear in my videos is what you're going to see in person, and exactly the process that we have here at Parkway RV Center. You know, we keep our prices low so people are willing to travel thousands of miles every single week to buy RVs from us. You know, we're here in Northwest Georgia. We're close to Chattanooga, Tennessee, but keep in mind, folks, RVs aren't a local business anymore. If you've got used RVs, you're going to sell to people all over the United States when you price your units the way we price ours, because people are willing to travel. They're willing to spend a few $100s to fly into Chattanooga, Tennessee, which we will pick you up for free at the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport during business hours. They're willing to pay a few $100s to travel to buy this RV and drive it home, because they're going to save enough money to more than make it, or more. They're going to save enough money to justify traveling as far as they do to buy RVs. And I mean, I sell to people on the West Coast, the East Coast, Northeast. I sell all over Canada. You know, we have actually sold RVs to buyers that live in all 50 states. And that's including multiple sales to different buyers from Hawaii and Alaska. We've sent a couple of thousand RVs coast to coast all over Canada because of our prices. And much more, folks. We've sent them overseas, England, Italy, Australia, the Netherlands, and other countries, folks, because of our prices. Can't beat our prices, hands down. And, you know, I strongly encourage everybody to look, because I would rather sell somebody that's informed, that knows what the unit they're looking at's worth, than somebody that doesn't. And, you know, I want people to get on the NADA. I want them to shop our competitors and see what the out-the-door price is for the same unit at our competitors, because I want them to realize what kind of bargains that we sell. And the reason why we do it, folks, is simple. You know, we learned a long time ago that, you know, especially now thanks to the internet, that everybody prices what sells everything. And I know they're getting fewer and fewer, but I never understood dealers that do not put price on their ads. That just kills their any chance of them selling it to me. And we price all of our units to sell. We price our units knowing that you're going to get online and compare it to every other 2005 33R Bounder on the internet for sale today. And plus you get the warranty. That's no extra charge. You get all this, folks, for only $39.9 out the door. Plus sales tax, of course, if you're a Georgia resident, since we are the oldest licensed, bonded, and insured RV dealer in the state of Georgia. We do have to collect TAVT, or sales tax, from Georgia residents. All out-of-state residents will sign a form stating that you're going to pay your sales tax when you tag and title this RV at your local DMV office in your home state. And we give you a 45-day temporary tag included for the price, and you'll pay your state's sales tax rate when you title and tag this motorhome. Titles are in the office to everything we sell. We're not like other RV dealers that have to finance money to buy inventory, because what that means is that they're paying thousands of dollars in interest to finance money. And what they do is they just add that to their overhead. And of course, as many of you know, the higher the overhead, the higher the profit they have to make to make ends meet. That means higher prices to you. But since we've been in business 49 plus years, and we are one of the nation's oldest, largest, and most successful independently own family-operated used RV dealerships, everything we own is paid for. We pay cash for all of our RVs, folks. We buy these things in bulk, 15 to 20 at a time from the same dealer. This allows us to negotiate a lot better deal because we're one of the few dealers in the United States that can stroke a check for pretty much any amount to buy RVs, where other dealers have to floor plan them. They're only limited by, they can only get so much per week or so much per month on their floor plan. And of course, floor planning is when they finance the RVs because they don't have the cash flow to buy their own inventory. You don't have to worry about that here, folks. We've got over 170 used RVs in stock, more than any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us, folks. All used at prices that are cheaper than anything on the internet for the same make and model and the same benefits, warranty and all that, and the same miles. You know, like I said, 49 plus years in business, there's not much we haven't seen, folks. We put our experience to work for you. You've got nothing to lose. You've got everything to gain. You're going to save money. You're going to see why people travel thousands of miles every week to buy from us. Give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, you can get sales help at 423-605-6747. Our website is parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. Save it to your favorites, folks. Check it often. I post units every single day. And I never know what's going to come in from one day to the next. Keep in mind, we sell 1 to 4 units every single day. We buy 1 to 4 units every single day. Let me put it to you like this. If you spend, now if you come here, folks, make sure you plan ahead to spend several hours here. But let me put it to you like this. If you walked around with a clipboard and piece of paper, made notes and wrote down every single unit I have on my lot and left, came back 4 months later, everything you had on that original list will be gone and be replaced by something else. That's how quick we move our inventory. We sell a lot of RVs a year, folks. We've been doing this for decades, and can't beat the Parkway price. You know, give us a call, drop us an email. Come see us here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. We can help arrange a nationwide delivery, and we have financing available from our website with approved credit only. Make sure if you do apply for credit on our website, you put what unit you're interested in. If you've got several of them picked out, just pick the one you'd like to have and then put your second choice down. Make sure you put how much you want to pay down as well, folks. And we'll do our best to get you financed. And we finance you, folks. When we finance you, you can rest assured that you're paying the lowest rate that we can get you approved for. Other dealerships, dealers don't do anything for free, folks. If they offer financing, it's because they can make profit on it. And they make profit on it by marking the interest rate up over what the bank approves you for. In other words, you get approved for 4% at the bank. You don't know that. Dealer knows that. They sign you up at 6 or 6.5%. Oh, and you're overpaying by thousands of dollars over the life of an RV loan on interest rates. And you don't have to worry about that here, folks. We offer financing as a courtesy to our customers, not as a way to make money. So you're getting the lowest rate possible. And let me give you a tidbit, folks. If you currently own an RV and it's financed, and you went through the dealership's finance department, it would probably benefit you greatly to check with the big lenders. Get online, Google RV financing. Look at the lenders, the nationwide lenders that offer financing. Chances are you can refinance your RV yourself for a lot less interest rate and lower your payment quite a bit. And I've actually had a couple people email me, tell me thank you for that advice, because, you know, they were paying, they bought them, you know, I had one guy tell me he was paying almost 8% on a new RV that he purchased to a dealership, and he was able to refinance it for 4% and lower his payment, just incredibly lower. And so even if you don't trade your RV in, if you owe on it, that's just something to keep in the back of your mind, folks. And any bank we go through, folks, you can rest assured that it's going to be the buy rate or what the bank approves you for. Or we're more than happy to work with your own bank or credit union, folks. It doesn't, since we don't make any money on financing, it doesn't matter to us who you go through on your financing. So give us a call. We do take trade-ins. Email us, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social medias, folks. Got some really nice stuff out here. Got some great bargains. And you know, not only do we hand pick every RV we have, so the cleanest available, we have the lowest price on the internet, folks. Don't believe me? Google it yourself. Like I said, remember that, folks. Google is the RV shopper's best friend. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon here in beautiful Ringo, Georgia.